Perdón. Ahora. ¡Hola! Bienvenidos a Final Fantasy... Opa. 16. Cago en su puta madre. Estamos con Clive. Y no me había dado cuenta, tío, que le han quitado la marca. Fijaos en la mejilla de Clive. Le han quitado la marca. Le han quitado el tatuaje. En toda la cara, con 2 cojones. Vale, pues dichas estas gilipolleces, vamos a continuar. Fijémonos, exactamente, no tiene marca. Madre mía, el blur. Menos mal, siempre lo digo. Menos mal que el blur a mí no me marea. Menos mal, ¡Ey! El audio. Arreglado. Ahora soy el Cid. Campeador. Secundarias. No.
Operations are suspended until further notice.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out? There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Oh. Vale. ¡Cupo! Vivian.
I trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
9 cuentos.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
La gran cuestión. ¿Cómo hemos llegado hasta aquí?
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp.
Tía.
For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures.
Aquí hay mucha tela. Aquí hay mucha tela. A ver, a ver, a ver. Esto ya lo sé. Estigias. Vale, esto ya lo sé.
But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago. while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind.
Lógico.
The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
Yo. La verdad es que estos reyes...
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
¿Sexual? ¿Sexual?
Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
Muy bien. A tus órdenes, guapa.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to
A
visit
ver.
our resident historian.
Habla con Harpócrates. ¿Equivalente a Sócrates? Quita. Ay, perdón.
Have we any more? You look like you could do with a drink. Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
Hombre,
And what can I do for you? Go on then.
no, de momento no me interesa. Coño, elixires.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. Is it business or pleasure?
Han pasado 5 años desde aquello, el tiempo vuela.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Lo recuerdo como si fuera ayer. Estábamos con el alma en vilo, aguardando el regreso triunfal de Cid, cuando aparecieron Kupka y sus fantoches. Tampoco sabíamos de quiénes se trataban en aquel momento. Entraron de repente, rajando a todo lo que le pillaban. Recuerdo que en aquel infierno de sangre y acero escuché una voz clara, nítida, que clamaba a Cid, implorándole que nos salvara. Nunca olvidaré esos gritos.
You're our leader now, Clive.
Clive, ahora tú eres Cid. Prométeme que no dejarás que esa tragedia vuelva a ocurrir. Prométeme que pase lo que pase, nos salvarás. No.
We won't hear me complaining.
La verdad es que no me quejo, es más grande que la otra, eso desde luego. Como bien ves, sigo teniendo mi bazar. Y gracias a que sigues en el ajo, las oportunidades de llenarme la bolsa no escasean.
The only drawback.
El único problema es que siempre hay jaleo. Si no se trata de Doris y Otto vociferando órdenes, son Blackthorn y Bardolph dándole al martillo y al serrucho.
Still,
En fin, parece... En fin, si el precio a pagar por ser cómplice de Cid es el infame es quedarme más sorda que una tapia, tampoco lo veo tan mal. Vale. Joder,
if you're gonna buy some, be quick about it.
equivocado. La forja.
Back, are ya? What do you want?
Nueva mierda.
And?
Swordsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Sobre el hombre y los dioses, un libro.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Otto stole us. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new ship.
Durante el transcurso de tu aventura recibirás varias cartas de tus aliados. Algunas pueden activar ciertas misiones, así que no olvides leerlas. Los movimientos de Damekia. El ejército republicano marcha hacia Twinside para dejar las cosas claras al Imperio, y los petrosoldados de Kupka se han reunido con él en la capital. Se recuece algo bien gordo, te lo digo yo. Ya te contaré más detalles sobre cuando vuelva a verte esa cara de vinagre que el fundador te ha dado, Gav.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
Cuidado.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
¿A que lo vieron?
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima.
Que se dio, vale, se dio cuenta. Es decir, que se acuerda.
If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
Bueno, el mundo que se plantea después de Cid, el original, es un poco, no sé. Mientras tanto, bueno, tampoco llevo literalmente 18 minutos. Territorios del norte. Pero no sé.
And so the north is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
Madre mía.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
¿Por qué no vienes y dices hola, hermano, y hablamos y tomamos un café o una cerveza? Este tipo de misterios no me cuadran mucho, pero es un videojuego. Lo que os decía, la muerte de Cid es muy arriesgada. Muy arriesgada. Estábamos a punto de follar.
We were just discussing strategy.
Sí, claro.
Speak freely,
Claro que sí.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
Ha desaparecido Marta. Tiempos oscuros. Pues sí.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
Colección. Juramento. Hostia, sí, prueba del ataque. Lev juró a Ciri a su causa. Es un cristal con 2 dagas clavadas que simbolizan una promesa, una amistad y un objetivo a cumplir: la destrucción de todos los cristales madre. Solo tengo eso. Jill, ven aquí. Creo que no quiere. Ay, perdón.
Have we any more knuckle?
Esta. Prefiero esta canción, tío. Prefiero esta canción 50.000 veces. Tengo que comprar, tío, en Spotify o donde sea, tío. Que muy bonita, tío. Y es que me relaja la canción, por cierto. Me relaja mucho.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Secundaria. Dar brea, pulir brea. Por favor. Reúnete con los libertadores.
Finish with that long back, Sid.
Damn blighted bilge. Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so. Assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Dar brea, pulir brea.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Derrota a los cardos espinosos. Vamos a ver. Vale, joder. Estoy en la guarida. Aquí está la principal, aquí está la secundaria. Vamos a por la secundaria. ¡Uepa! Voy solo, me acompaña el perro. Eso es. El perro y Gio. Estos son tierras estigias, por lo que veo.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth. Mogul, kill!
Vale. Resina 5.
Can't imagine Obolus needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Quiero un perro. Tampoco ha sido secundarias tan pesadas, tío. Yo es lo que digo, aunque sean secundarias estúpidas, que lo son a veces, son rápidas, o sea, no estás una hora con la puta secundaria, tío, por lo menos, ¿sabes? Está claro que cada persona tiene su opinión y todas son respetables, pero coño, la mía es que bueno, que son rapidillas, tío, tampoco te piden mucho, ¿sabes?
Have you finished sorting those reports?
Paciente Clive.
I hope you don't mind. I changed the linens in your chambers while you were away.
If you need volunteers, just say the word.
Finish with that. Welcome back, Sid.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Para ti. Uy, voy a apagar el aire, tío. Me estoy resfriando.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as my old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Vale. Emblema de poder mejorado. Incrementa el ataque un 12. Hostia, pues... Habrá que mirarlo, ¿eh? Vale, me lo pongo. Gente, voy a apagar el aire acondicionado, tío, que estoy empezando a tener frío, tío. Un momento. Un mano aquí. Sí, vamos. Voy a ver. Vale. Hostia, tío, esto... Esto... No, este. Ah, no puedo... No tengo puntos de habilidad. Me cago en su puta madre. Para mejorar... Nada, esto no me interesa. Ignición... Joder, qué guapo, tío. Qué chulo está todo. De la Mu no me interesan mucho las que yo he visto, no sé. Coño. Venga, va, pillo esta. Es una gilipollez. Bueno, pues este ya está. Al fondo de Marta. Vamos allá.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
I'm sorry, Sid. We were too late. The Imperials have already left.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon. The boys from the garrison might still be nearby.
Let's get you to a physical.
Cuéntame cosas.
Sid? What said you'd be coming? I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes.
They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all her efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Vientos de infortunio.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Que me rayas que en lo que llevamos de juego, Clive no haya tenido un reencuentro con la madre, tío. Supongo que en algún momento del juego ocurrirá. Pero sí que me da como rollo, no sé. Pensaba yo que sí que habría reencuentro con la Mother. Coño, tengo una barra más de ira de esta, de ira espartana, que digo yo.
Look, up ahead.
Buenas tardes.
Martha.
Coño, ¿está ahí ya?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds. Poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
Voy a pegarme con todo el mundo, gente. Me parece muy cruel hasta para el ejército. Y luego voy yo y me cargo 2 chocobos que no me han hecho nada. Pluma azul. Estos se podrán capturar, tío. Se podrán capturar dándoles verdura a guisar o algo así, lo típico. Pero paso. A mí el tema de los chocobos, o de los chocobos, siempre me ha dado mucha pereza. En los Final Fantasy, muchísimo. Los chocobos siempre me han dado mucha pereza en Final Fantasy, muchísimo.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
Mola mucho como este juego, para imitar a Juego de Tronos, se carga a todo el mundo. O sea, es que muere todo el mundo, tío. Míralo. Hasta el cura. Ese era el cura, creo. Qué fuerte, tío.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Bueno.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
Le voy a dar de hostias hasta que me canse.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Superación personal. Por haber derrotado a 20 enemigos en estado de superación en combates fuera del modo de entrenamiento. Bien. Vale. No queda ninguno más. No me gusta mucho los ataques del amo. O sea, me gusta mucho los ataques de Fénix o de Ifrit. Del fuego, pero los demás, tío, no... Me pasó igual con Garuda, tío. No acabo de pillar ese rollo.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Aliento del viento. Disminuye el tiempo de carga de garras fulmíneas. 3 segundos. 3 segundos tampoco es tanto.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
¿Estaba muerto? ¿O lo he confundido yo con otro?
Found her.
The abbot.
Joder, tío. Qué
The
masacre.
bearers died protecting him,
Qué masacre, tío.
calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Martha to beg Sid's aid and tell her This wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive?
¿Quién te llama? ¿Amigo o enemigo? No,
He's gone.
ya no es superviviente. Ya es cadáver.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Riddick's Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Exequias por los caídos. Tengo los restos mortales, tengo que ir, esparcirlos y volver a la fonda. Arima en clase C. ¿Qué coño es esto? Escorias. Por toda Balistea encontrarás temibles enemigos llamados escorias. Aunque supongan todo un reto al derrotarlas, no solo tendrán Aquiles y renombre, sino también preciados materiales para fabricar nuevo equipo y mejorar el que ya tienes. También puedes subir de combate si no te ves preparado. Para conocer más acerca de dónde encontrarlas y las recompensas que obtendrás si acabas con ellas, habla con el moguri de la guarida, Néctar, junto con el talón de anuncios. ¡Coño! ¡Hostia! Vamos allá. Joder, ha sido complicado, joder. Ha sido complicadillo, te creas, ¿eh? No te creas, joder. 5.000 pavos, te tengo que matar más.
You didn't see that coming.
Oh.
How would I be without?
Todo lo que son más de la familia. Pues va a acariciar a Torgar 5 veces. Joder, solo 5.
That must be the bridge.
Las habilidades. $279. A ver. No tengo nada. Esparcir restos. Super God of War. Otra referencia a God of War.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Vale. Están Devil May Cry, tío, que me encanta. Me está dando ganas de jugar otra vez. El Devil May Cry. Es que tengo tantos juegos que jugar, tío. Ahora ha salido uno que se llama Dev the Diver. Está todo el mundo jugando en un juego indie. Precioso. Banda sonora preciosa. Se me acumulan. No puedo jugarlos todos, tío. Es increíble. Nunca me había pasado esto, tío. Tengo 34 años. He sido un jugón de toda la puta vida. Y nunca he tenido tantos juegos acumulados, tío. Tengo pendiente Ghost of Tsushima, que ya tiene años. Y lo tengo pendiente, es increíble. O sea, no puedo jugarlos todos. Es imposible, tío.
Thank you, Founder.
Ni hablar si quiero sacarme del platino de algún... no sé. Hace poquito jugué Judgment, pero completado. Me gustaría sacar el platino o hacer las secundarias, pero es imposible, tío. Es totalmente imposible, tío. Otro juego que tengo yo por ahí, pendientes, madre de Dios. ¿Algo en secundaria? No, ¿verdad? No. Vale.
No one survived then.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Vale. Exequias por los caídos. Sangre negra. Vale. Secundaria. Okay. A ver. El orgullo de las alas blancas. Okay. A por ella.
Try not to move. It'll only make it worse.
Oi! You there! You handy with that sword of yours?
Dicen que sí.
Of course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones?
Acabo de matar a dos, pero vale.
And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now, they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
¿Quieres salvar a la bandada de chocobos? Por supuesto.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
Vale. Tres juncos.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo. Bueno,
ponte a buscar ahora.
A white feather.
Esta misión lo han hecho en otro Final Fantasy.
I thought Ambrosia was one of a
O
kind.
muy parecido. Encontré una plumita ir buscando chocobo por ahí. Eso lo he visto en otros Final Fantasy, no me acuerdo de cuáles, pero sí, mira, con las huellas y todo, sí. Esto lo han hecho en otro Final Fantasy. Bueno. Una secundaria más. Vamos a combatir. Fuera.
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight. They're in trouble.
A ver las huellas de los cojones. Aquí hay huellas, sí, parece. Sí. Están ahí, celos.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Me encanta.
Farewell.
Nice try.
It's over.
A tu casa. Secundaria superada. Vale.
You're safe now.
Qué bonitos.
White Heart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be.
¡Hostia! La que le salvó de... ¡Ay, la puta! Es verdad. Qué fuerte, tío. Que recibió el pedrazo, tío. Que recibió el pedrazo, tío. Es increíble. Qué cosas, ¿eh? Qué cosas, tío. Qué cosas, tío. Estas cosas son bonitas.
And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
No me contará que le salvó la vida, supongo. Digo yo.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
Sí.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon.
Ahora tengo chocobo, supongo. Supongo, no lo sé.
Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
Fotillo, ¿no? O yo qué sé. Contexto, por favor. Ah. Qué guapo, tío. Un parche en el ojo.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you.
Soy tu padre.
That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No.
Hostia, sí. Me acuerdo de este tío.
Fellow was a
Sí que es verdad.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am.
Sí que me acuerdo, sí.
Pay me no mind.
Una secundaria que hice.
Best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
Una secundaria que dice que rodearon el carro de este tío. Y fui a ayudarlo, sí.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Misión cumplida. Ya tengo chocobo, supongo. Hace secundaria es lo que tiene, tío. Puede verse en el camarote de Clive. Arreos de Ambrosia. Ahora puedes montar una Ambrosia, claro, tío. Las secundarias, pues es lo que tiene. Te dan cosas extra, tío. Están chulas, yo qué sé. A ver, ¿qué más? Ambrosia. Ahora puedes montar en Ambrosia para recorrer juntos las tiendas de Balistea. Mate el pulsado R3 para llamarla. Acércate a ella y pulsa X para subirte a su lomo. Ahora mismo. Madre.
Let's go.
Galopar, frenar. ¡Qué guaparda! Mirar, tíos. Qué cosa más guapa, tío. Ay, los demás también, ¿no? ¿Y el perro? El perro a pata, claro. A ver. Pero... regreso a la guarida. Vale. Tiki 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 tiki. Desaparecen. Vale. Bueno, es más fácil así. Con Marta ya acabado. Me voy a la guardia. Secundario es lo que tiene. Dan cosas extra, descubres cosas bonitas.
Where's Gav?
Gente, voy a ir a cenar. Me voy a ir a cenar, ¿de acuerdo? Lo dejamos aquí. Me encanta. De principio a fin. Pensaba que se muriese Cid haría que esto pegase un bajón importante. Me está gustando igualmente. No me deja de entretener. Me gusta el mundo que existe en este Final Fantasy. Me gusta mucho. Y, tío, pues lo de Chocobo, lo de Marta. Son cosas que me gustan, no sé. No sé, me está gustando y lo voy a completar hasta el final. No sé cuánto faltará, pero hasta el final. Bueno, gente, voy a guardar. De acuerdo, y aquí lo dejamos. Está el ceno y me pongo otra vez. O sea, así de claro, me está encantando, me encanta. No tengo más palabras, decir que me encanta. Tiene sus fallos, como el tema del blur, algún que otro escenario que falta aún por pulir, pero bueno, entretiene bastante además. Ya sabéis lo que siempre os digo, si os gusta el contenido, dale a like, compartir y comentar, ya sabéis que eso me ayudaría muchísimo. Hasta el próximo vídeo, adiós.